Hey YouTube, this is me coming from my hotel room that my awesome job provides for me. And I know it's a douchey thing to wear glasses inside, but like I love these, so I'm at least gonna keep them with me because I love them. Now, so today, because I just did 2 videos on feminism, I'm gonna talk instead about multidimensional travel because that's totally related to politics and stuff. Meet Bob. Bob is a 2-dimensional character. Now, what I was talking with someone about was how it's possible to achieve bad camera angle. How it's possible to achieve 4th dimensional travel for humans. So to explain that, I'm going to explain how it might be possible for Bob, a 2-dimensional character, to travel in 3 dimensions to achieve faster than light speed. Now, Bob, I'm going to draw this, can only see in 2 directions. He can see up and down and left and right. So he can't see front and back. So like if we turn it here, he cannot see in this direction, he cannot see in this direction because he only exists in 2 dimensions. This direction and here. Now, Bob, if he wants to travel, has to travel along this paper. So this paper, these 2 dimensions are Bob's space, if you will. Now here's the thing about that space. Space is not necessarily flat. Space can actually be curved. So Bob, still seeing in this single direction, or these 2 directions, can still see, but space might be like this, and he has no idea. So Bob, if he wants to get from point A to point B, if he travels in 2 directions, in just these 2 dimensions, will have to travel across this whole distance. However, if space-time happens to be curved, and Bob finds a way to go through 3 dimensions, he can shorten his time to travel significantly, because no matter how I bend this paper, for him to get from here to here is always going to be the same distance across those 2 dimensions. So if I do this, unfold this paper, and this whole paper is like 6 inches, right? If he travels just in his 2 dimensions, he's going to be traveling this way, all the way around here to his destination. He's still going to travel 6 inches if he travels just in 2 dimensions. But if he finds a way to magically travel in 3 dimensions, he can travel just 1/4 of an inch, and all of a sudden he's gone from here to here, even though he's traveled only 1/4 of an inch. Does that make sense? So if space-time for Bob is curved, he can make this travel. Now if space-time is flat, then it doesn't matter. He's always traveling the same distance. But in our universe, we think that space-time for us is also curved. Space-time for us is like this. But we exist in only 3 dimensions, so for me to go from here to the sun, I'm going to have to travel, I think it's 9 minutes at light speed. But if it turns out space is curved like this, instead of traveling just in 3 dimensions towards the sun, I can travel in 3 dimensions plus that 4th dimension through that curved dimension and go like Bob, and instead of going 9 minutes at the speed of light, I can go maybe 1 minute at 1,000 miles an hour like this and go from here to here. And it might look like to the naked eye that I've just gone and just disappeared from here to here to here if I was Bob and I was traveling through this paper. But in reality, I'm traveling just in 1 direction that includes a 3rd direction that we can't see, and I'm going, instead of going, just blinking in and out, like if you watch Battlestar Galactica, the FTL drives, how they just magically disappear and reappear. That can probably be explained by 4th dimensional or even 5th dimensional travel. But the only prerequisite, of course, is that you need to have an engine that is actually built in 4 dimensions, because an engine pushes, in different directions. If the engine is only comprised of, 3rd dimension materials, it can only push in one of 3 dimensions. It can push forwards, or it can push to the side, or it can push up and down. So you would need an engine that's built of 4th dimensional items. So it's about as plausible as some of the other warp drive theories, which is not very, but I think it's definitely doable if we figure out how to access the 4th dimension. I hope that explains something. I did this video for someone I met on Facebook. Not Facebook, Twitter, because I actually don't use Facebook. Anyways, that's it for now.